I'm a boy, you are the girl. I'm a boy, but you are the girl. I'm a boy, you are the girl. I'm a boy, but you are the girl. I'm a boy, you are the girl. I'm a boy, but you are the girl. I'm a boy, you are the girl. 아름다운 여자한테 젖받아야 해.
Well, hi everybody.
Hello.
Well, let's see if I will get this right for the, I don't know, fourth time. On the fourth try. No. No. Okay. And I didn't. But this is Ben.
And this is Ildi.
Honestly, you're so much better than this. Ben, sorry, so much better than I am.
It's so awkward. It's so hard.
Anyway, guys, as I said in the previous video, 2020 might have some surprises for us, at least when it comes to recording, but we are not going to give up on trying to give you entertaining and fun content. And while hopefully you are just as entertained as we are, because we have something great for you today, which is nothing else but another live performance from Koyote. What we are going to watch is called Passion. Strong title, Ben. What are we thinking?
What do we reckon? Do you reckon it'll be like a ballad? Or do you reckon it'll be like an intense techno masterpiece? Or what do we think?
Well, here's the thing, like with their vocal cords, I think it could be many things, but I'm still thinking it probably will be like a dance track. That's the safest bet that I have, but you know, who knows? You hope so that it's a dance track. I think you just love like 90s dance tracks, like that's your jam.
I do.
Okay, absolutely. So without further ado, I think let's watch it because it looks awesome from just like the first scene.
I mean, look
it looks
at this.
Awesome.
Christmassiness.
Oh, like just genius, beautiful. I love the aesthetics already.
Is this girl reminding you of Boa a little bit, or is that just me?
Yeah, I think it's the passion, isn't it? This is like 2000s already.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is such Eurodance. I'm so in. Oh yeah.
Bump it, baby. This is weird. I cannot even tell you.
Just dancing.
And the dance as well, yeah. Isn't it interesting that like back in the day they were very into coats?
Well, I guess it's
where,
winter though, right? Because it's Christmas.
Ah, yeah, true.
I love the white furriness on this guy's jacket though.
Wow.
You know what I love about 90s, or in this case early 2000s, like Korean dance music though? It's like Eurodance, but with like a bit of trot influence.
Oh, I get what you mean. It's very melodic. Oh, I know this song as well. I'm so proud of myself. It's all the Immortal Song episodes, guys. If you want to get into like... Oh, there you go. I love the melody that the girl is singing.
Yeah.
It's so comfortable to listen to.
Oh, jeez, this is such a banger. Oh,
wow,
yes, go on, Santa.
What is... Oh, my... Okay, this Santa thing is slightly weird, though.
Sure.
Oh, we have some romance action going on. Oh, my.
Get shipping fans.
Baby, take me back. There you go. Tell me the reason why you have to know. It wasn't for his fashion, for sure. I mean, he's on the top of his game.
Also,
big fan of this melody.
Korean fans, let us know if those balloon colors mean a lot. Because they might be fan clubs, or they might just be random color balloons. I'm not sure. Big
fan of the chorus.
Yeah, loving this.
They have great chemistry on stage. She was almost laughing at the guys who were just jumping around her.
Yeah, they're just having a good time.
Honestly, it's a concert that I would totally go to. Like, that's the thing. I would 100% go to this concert.
Absolutely.
Okay, huge fan. Huge fan.
We love
It's not just that I knew the song already. I think that obviously helped. But I don't know. I think they exude like a very youthful energy that just captured my attention. Somehow but it's not something that's like, the youthful and fresh, that like the way we see this, the way we use the term nowadays, because that's usually something very young. So like early teen years, that's what we go like, oh, it's such a fresh concept. You get what I mean? Like, oh, it's a fresh concept that they are trying on. And it comes across as like, young and innocent and whatever. This is like youth being full of energy type of thing, instead of just like the innocence thing going on. In fact, like even the previous video and this performance had very little to do with like actual concepts or anything. It was just like the recent fashion, I'm assuming, or like fashion trendsetters, some awesome music, and like enjoyed the party. It was very simple in that sense. There was nothing complicated about it. It's just, if you don't count the, Santa thing going on, but like that fitted the concept and Christmas. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, if you're watching this.
A little early, but Merry Christmas either way.
Like the Christmas lights will be on in like a few weeks anyway. So
True.
Yeah. So what did you think?
I liked it, of course, because it was Eurodance inspired, and that's what I love. Can't help but love it.
Yeah, I think Koyote is a band that I think you could get into, because I'm assuming there is more where this came from, for sure. Like there must be more. You should be listening to the entire album. And also I think the one of the guy singer, like I think he appears recently in a lot of shows. Like I think I've seen him on that project when they are putting together that Ultimate Girl group with Lee Hyori and Hwasa and Jessie. And I think he appeared as like a potential manager for them or something. So yeah, he's an insanely funny guy, like very entertaining. It's just like someone who looks like who's genuinely enjoying the world of variety. And it's just a great personality to be around. And what did you think of the aesthetics and like the overall vibe of the whole thing?
I always love a big, ridiculous white furry coat. And the guys delivered on that all the way. I thought the girl's styling was very kind of that time as well, because like she kind of reminds me of like Bada in SES, like her styling in the what the hell is it? Their like most famous era. I don't know why it's escaping me right now. We all know that song. I'm Your Girl era, right? Kind of reminds me of Bada back then. And like she kind of, I guess that's just kind of how a lot of idols were styled back then, because I've seen several different idols from that time that looked kind of like that kind of a look. I guess it's quite a classic look, but yeah, I liked that. I just and I'm into this type of staging.
Yeah, I think the staging is good, and what also captured me, that there was just is the kind of idea of purely enjoying yourself, like even if in terms of the audience member, and then the passion and why did you leave me? We got some glimpse of the meaning of the lyrics thanks to those awesome rap lines that we had. But just like the idea of there's nothing complicated about this. Like recently, the things that we saw when we got into K-pop was, troublemaker and stuff. And then the things that we are seeing today are like, elaborate dancing or crazy storylines, or I think it's almost Card did bring back this idea of like, you're just partying and like ride on the wind or whatever. But that's kind of like rethinking that idea of like, young people having fun without that much obligation. But I think the 2010s definitely had a different, storyline thing going on, or they were looking into how could we capitalize on the stories or like the characters of the Coed group. And, as far as I read up on this, or like Coed groups in the 90s, I think there was enough real life drama going on.
yeah, for sure.
In terms of people going bankrupt. I think we skipped that one already, or maybe we will go back to it, but I don't know. We were planning to look into a band called Sharp, and I think the third line that I read about them is like the band with the most scandals or something. And I was like, oh my God. It's just like, And we heard enough about Rura because of Knowing Brothers. So it's almost like, oh my God, there were enough life, like real life shit going on.
And one of Coyote
So they
got
did.
locked up, didn't they, for drugs or something?
What? Really? Did they?
Yeah. It's never far from controversy if you're a K-pop act in the 90s.
I mean, they took, the 90s club life a bit too seriously, right?
They lived it.
They lived it. Here's the thing. I think it was maybe like was it? I think it was a K-pop boy band number. Can't remember. Wasn't it that duo that had amazing dancers in it? Oh, I can't remember the duo. Oh, okay. I won't remember the title or like the name of the band. Anyway, like the one with the glasses. The guy who's they did a dancer special on Knowing Brothers, and he was also there.
Are they like a newer band or?
No. This is like an old 90s dance duo or something.
Turbo?
Whatever. No.
Juice?
Could be. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I forgot the name.
Is one of them
and
not alive anymore? Because it could be Juice if that's the case.
Not sure. Anyway, pretend like this kind of interlude didn't happen. But the kind of idea that like in the 90s club, they used to have dance battles or something. So like the good dancers came together and they had dance battles. And I'm assuming that the club culture was very different as well in the 90s. So in terms of, how it is today, I think probably the pop music reflected that. And I think it's interesting with co-ed groups, right? That like with co-ed groups, you can have both girls as fans and boys as fans because you have both, and it's not like sometimes what we see these crazy statistics about Twice and stuff when you have like 95%
male fans,
which is there is nothing wrong with that, but it is a fact. And it's more like the idea of, I'm assuming they had a broader appeal, so it was okay to listen to this like club music where boys and girls were both singing and rapping. So I think that gave them probably a wider appeal. But again, people who listened to Koyote back in the day, do let us know how it went. Because, as me, I can imagine myself as like a 90s teenager. I would have been like, this girl looks awesome and she hangs out with the boys. Like, I want to be like her, even with like the more conservative kind of ideas that and gender roles that Korea had and has compared to the West. I think that's just like something of their interaction is great to watch, and it replicates real life. So I think that's something that I like about co-ed groups in general, that it has a possibility to replicate real life. It's not like, no offense to amazing K-pop choreographies, but that's not what you're gonna dance in a club.
No.
Unless all your friends know the different moves that Tomorrow by Together is doing in their choreography. Otherwise,
that's
on
the
your
dream,
own.
though, right? When you all turn up to the club and you've all rehearsed the choreography, and then the song comes on, and you're in perfect formation, busting out like Crown or something.
Let me tell you where that happens. Like when you're not crowned, but just generally when you're busting out the moves. There's this big music festival that happens in Budapest that I went to a few times, and where you see choreographed dancing, the gay stage.
Oh, okay.
When they have the LGBTQ has its own stage. It's called Magic Mirror. On this festival called Siget, and that has the best parties, and people are so great at choreographed dancing. If somebody starts dancing something, people will follow. So yeah, the LGBTQ stage has the best music and the best pop music and the best choreographed dancing. Because people are willing to do it. I think that's the key here. It's a lot about the individuality here in the West, that people are willing to join in. And they are very community driven in the LGBT part of the festival. So that's where they do it. And I absolutely love it. That's the best place to go. Yeah, but not much in and I never seen, I always dreamt about a step up club, but it never happened. So maybe we should aim for something like Koyote. That should happen when we go to Korea.
If that when that happens. However many years it may be.
When that happens. have some positivity, because it will happen. I think 2021, I renamed my savings to Korea 2021. So it will happen, guys. Yeah, let's hope. And also everybody whose travel got cancelled, we feel you. But we are here to bring some, fun content and hopefully enjoyable conversations. So if you have anything to say about anything really, nice and, hopefully related to the topic, then you're more than welcome to join in the conversation and let us know what you thought. And we're going to go to a next awesome Coed group. Surprise, we will see what that will be. So see you in the next video, guys.